guys, for this week's film opening I chose Looper. It's described as an action sci-fi thriller. The opening text to the film is a white text with very crisp edges on a black background, all in capital letters, which makes the film quite angry, and it looks like it's quite in your face as well, which relates to the thriller aspect of the film. The first thing you see of the film is a shot of Joseph Gordon-Levitt opening up the pocket watch with his thumb, and you can just hear it like going tick 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 tick, because that's the sound a pocket watch makes. As an opening shot of the film, it shows that this film might relate to time, maybe he's waiting for something. Then you get an eye level shot, so the camera's here, we're looking at his face, and you can just hear him talking French. They don't tell us why he's talking French. And the camera pans across, so you see more of his head and it pans to the back of his head. And as you do that, you can see that he's standing in a cornfield. It's hard to see because the lighting is quite dark, which maybe it means it's night time, or maybe they just want it to look mysterious, so like anything could jump out on you. Or maybe he's not meant to be there. Maybe he's there in secret, which is why he went at night. You can see he's standing in a clearing in the cornfield, and there's just a white sheet on the ground. Is he performing a spell? We don't know why it's there or what he's doing. So it adds to the mystery of the film. Because why? Why is he doing that? It's so confusing and scary for us. His clock again, then he shuts it, stands up, apparently he was sitting on the floor, he stops speaking French now, he just does this in silence, just gets a gun out, stands in front of the sheet, just holds his gun. Suddenly everything's dangerous and scary. This all happens really quickly. You have a pause for suspense and tension, and then all you hear is a boom, as his body just wrapped up, because he's got a cloth on his head and he's wrapped up in his sheet so he can't move, and he's just shot. No hesitation, it's just boom. Joseph Gordon-Levitt just shoots this guy and he falls back. Why has he shot this guy? We don't know. But now we know, is he a bad guy maybe? And then you have the question of how did this body get here? Because it literally just appears out of nowhere. Well, this actually relates to the sci-fi and time travel aspect. Time travel relates back to how he's looking at this little clock. All makes sense now, doesn't it? It's because I've seen the film, I know what's going on. Then to explain it, Joseph Gordon-Levitt starts talking and you've just got a black screen. He starts talking about a bit about time travel, a bit about the future, just setting up the sci-fi aspect and explaining exactly what just happened. Because there's nothing to see, you feel a bit trapped, because you're like, why is he talking to me? Being blindfolded. Or maybe it makes you feel more like the dead guy because he's got a bag on his head. Then he continues talking about his time travel and his job and what a looper is. And you get close-ups of him just getting out a knife and cutting down the back of this body through the protective thing that he's in. And then you get a shot of his face. It's at a low angle, so you just look up at his face. When he's got the knife, it's like you're looking from his point of view as he cuts open the body to reveal silver packet. No expression. He's just killed this guy and he's just there like, obviously he has no remorse and no feelings. So this shows that, yeah, he's probably a bad guy. He's probably done this a lot of times. He knows what he's doing. He's professional with it. That makes us a bit afraid of him. He could just come and just kill us and be like, yep, bit of a psychopath. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Just an establishing shot. We're looking down on this cornfield with the sun rising. Kansas 2044 in the corner. In the same font as we had the title. Everything's all in the same font, which looks very harsh and very futuristic as well. So we've got that. So now we know that the film is set in the future, relates to sci-fi, and we know his location. Don't know if that's important. The music that's playing at this point is quite tense and mysterious. So it's like, you know the music you get when someone's sneaking up behind you? It doesn't happen in real life, but you know the sort of music I mean. That just makes you feel a bit scared. It makes you all tense. You're like, oh, what's going to happen? It's daytime now. We get a shot of a pickup truck driving away along a dirt track. We're looking at a low angle, so it looks all big and powerful and it just drives away. Then we get a medium close-up shot of just his hands pulling the feet out. And you can just see Joseph Gordon-Levitt getting this body, just taking it out of the truck. Still all wrapped up nice and warm. Zooms out, so you've got a wide shot and you can see he's at a warehouse. The warehouse is dark, it's got broken glass windows, looks quite rusty and not very well maintained, which assumes that it's some place that you don't want to go. It's the kind of place you go when you're being tied up to be murdered in a hostage situation. And then you can just see him slinging the body over his shoulder and walking into the warehouse. You just get a really dark shot and the camera just moves through this warehouse and you just see the pipes and like strands of light going through and it's all dark and it's all creepy. But then you come out and you can see an open space and then the camera's at a high angle and you look down overhead and you can just see Joseph carrying his body along, la 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 la, not a care in the world. Then you get a point of view shot of Joseph and you just watch the body go down into the incinerator, burns into fire. We don't know who the body is, but we know where it came from because he decided to tell us. Completely irrelevant body, so it shows that he doesn't really care about his victims. Maybe his victims aren't important, maybe they're bad people. Then you get a reaction shot, low, just down, of his face. Once again, no remorse, he's just like, yep, done my job. He is the kind of murderer you do not want to leave your children with, let me tell you that. And then he just closes the incinerator while the camera's still in there. He's like, bang, a new scene. And you're like, whoa, okay, that explains nothing, but I'm quite scared now. Are you going to kill us? Do you kill people for money? He's always made to look big and powerful and dark and scary, so we know that he's the bad guy or the protagonist. So that's how it sets up for the thriller. We've got the scary guy, we've got someone dead, we've got mystery, we've got the future, adds to mystery, fear of the unknown, and it's just all made to look scary and creepy and places you don't want to be and people you don't want to be with at all.